Stoic wisdom teaches us to focus on what we can control and to let go of what causes us unnecessary suffering. Thus, recognizing when it's the right time to cut off all contact with someone is an important step toward living a fulfilling life. In this video, we will explore the clear signs that it is time to take action and distance yourself from people who do not add positivity to your life. This is how smart individuals throw off toxic individuals from life. Eighth sign will be most important. We don't want you to miss it, so you can also jump to that point, though the whole video is very important. So stick around. With that said, let's start today's video. 1. Identifying abuse. A crucial sign that it is time to sever ties with someone is any form of abuse. Abuse can manifest in various ways: physical, emotional, psychological, verbal, and financial. No matter the form, abuse is detrimental and unacceptable. Physical abuse includes assaults, shoving, or even threats of violence. These actions cause immediate harm and can leave long-lasting emotional scars. Emotional and psychological abuse, though less visible, is equally damaging. This form of abuse includes manipulation, gaslighting, making someone question their reality, social isolation, and excessive control. Verbal abuse encompasses insults, name-calling, humiliation, and constant criticism. Words can inflict deep wounds, undermining self-esteem and confidence. Financial abuse, on the other hand, involves controlling someone's finances, restricting access to money, or stealing. This form of abuse aims to make the victim financially dependent and powerless. Recognizing these signs is essential for your safety and well-being. A study conducted by the National Institute of Justice in 2000 found that victims of abuse often suffer long-term psychological effects, including anxiety and depression. Cutting off contact with an abuser is a necessary step to reclaim your autonomy and protect your mental and physical health. Philosopher Marcus Aurelius stated, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." By removing yourself from an abusive relationship, you not only protect yourself but also refuse to perpetuate the cycle of harm. Surround yourself with people who respect and value you, ensuring a healthier and more positive environment. 2. Recognizing manipulation. Manipulation is a subtle but highly destructive force in relationships. Manipulative individuals use emotional and psychological control tactics to dominate others. Identifying these behaviors is crucial to protecting your integrity and well-being. Manipulators often use guilt and emotional blackmail to get what they want. They might play the victim, exaggerate problems, or threaten emotional consequences to coerce you into action. Phrases like, "If you really loved me, you would do this for me," are typical manipulative tactics designed to elicit guilt and compliance. Isolation is another common tactic. A manipulative person may try to separate you from friends, family, or other support systems by criticizing them or discouraging you from spending time with them. The goal is to make you emotionally and socially dependent on the manipulator. Blame shifting is frequently used to avoid responsibility. If you always end up feeling guilty after conflicts, even when the blame is clearly not yours, this is a sign of manipulation. Additionally, manipulators may alternate between excessive praise and severe reprimands to keep you emotionally unbalanced and anxious for their approval. Manipulative individuals often make promises they have no intention of keeping, merely to get what they want in the moment. These broken promises further erode trust and leave you in a state of constant doubt and anxiety. A study by George Simon in 2010 highlights the destructive impact of manipulation on mental health, including increased anxiety, depression, and lowered self-esteem. Recognizing manipulation allows you to reclaim your power and make decisions that protect your emotional health. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, wisely advised, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By recognizing and distancing yourself from manipulation, you choose to protect your well-being and surround yourself with individuals who respect your autonomy and treat you with honesty and respect. 3. Navigating chronic negativity. Chronic negativity in a relationship can be incredibly draining and harmful to your well-being. Relationships should be sources of joy, support, and positivity. When one person consistently brings negativity, it can overshadow the good moments and affect your mental health. Negativity can manifest in various forms, such as constant complaints, pessimism, or criticism. If someone constantly focuses on the negative aspects of life and criticizes everything, it can create a toxic environment. This negativity can be contagious, affecting your outlook and emotional state. In relationships, mutual support and encouragement are crucial. If the person you're with is always bringing you down and never lifting you up, it indicates a significant imbalance. Constant exposure to negativity can lead to increased stress, anxiety, and even depression. It's essential to recognize when someone's pessimism is impacting your well-being. A study by Barbara Friedrichsen, 2005, on the broaden and build theory of positive emotions highlights how positive emotions expand our awareness and encourage novel and exploratory thoughts and actions. Chronic negativity does the opposite, narrowing our focus and limiting our ability to see opportunities and solutions. Epictetus stated, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This philosophy can be applied to relationships. A wealthy relationship is not one filled with material gifts or superficial pleasures, but one with minimal negativity and abundant positivity and support. Cutting off contact with someone who perpetually brings negativity into your life can be challenging, especially if they are close to you. However, prioritizing your mental and emotional health is paramount. Surrounding yourself with positive, supportive individuals will create a healthier and more fulfilling environment, enabling you to thrive. Recognizing chronic negativity and taking steps to mitigate its impact is essential for your long-term happiness and well-being. 4. Emotional drain. Healthy relationships should be sources of support and positive energy. However, if you often feel drained and exhausted after interacting with someone, it's a sign that the relationship is negatively affecting your emotional and mental health. Constant interactions with someone who depletes your emotions can leave you feeling empty and unmotivated. If this person demands a lot of your time and attention without reciprocating emotional support, it's a clear indication of an imbalance in the relationship. The feeling of being emotionally drained often translates into physical exhaustion. Regularly feeling tired or low on energy after these interactions suggests that the relationship is taking a toll on your physical well-being. This constant drain can lead to neglect of other important areas of life, such as hobbies, work, and other relationships. Psychologist Roy Baumeister's study on the energy model of self-control, 2001, indicates that our mental and emotional resources are finite. When these resources are constantly depleted by a draining relationship, it affects our overall capacity to function effectively and maintain other aspects of our lives. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, wisely noted, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." By distancing yourself from relationships that drain your energy, you create space for connections that uplift and energize you. This step is essential for preserving your mental, emotional, physical health, allowing you to thrive in a supportive and positive environment. 5. Trust issues. Trust is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship. When trust is absent, the foundation of the relationship crumbles, leading to instability and harm. Recognizing signs of a lack of trust is crucial for deciding whether to cut off contact with someone. A person who constantly breaks promises or commitments undermines trust. This Inability to keep agreements shows a lack of respect for your feelings and needs. Dishonesty, in the form of frequent lies, half-truths, or withholding important information, erodes the foundation of any relationship, creating an environment of doubt and insecurity. Inconsistent or unpredictable behavior can make it difficult to trust someone. Sudden mood changes, contradictory attitudes, or actions that don't match words generate uncertainty and distrust. Trust requires transparency and openness. If the person avoids sharing significant information, keeps secrets, or is evasive, this indicates they may not be entirely honest or trustworthy. Betrayal, whether emotional, physical, or professional, is a clear sign of a lack of trust. Such betrayals break the bond and leave deep scars that are hard to heal. Attempts to control or manipulate your actions, decisions, or feelings show disrespect and a lack of trust, aiming to undermine your autonomy and well-being. Mutual support is essential in a trusting relationship. If you cannot rely on the person to be there for you in times of need or to offer emotional support, trust is seriously compromised. Cutting off contact due to a lack of trust is a challenging but necessary step to protect your emotional well-being. Research by psychologist John Gottman, 1994, highlights that trust is built through consistent positive interactions and mutual support. When trust is broken repeatedly, it is often irreparable. In the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, "Trust men, and they will be true to you. Treat them greatly, and they will show themselves great." Trust is the bedrock of healthy relationships, and without it, the relationship cannot sustain itself. Just a quick reminder, if you're enjoying this video, please consider like and subscribe, and thanks a lot if you did already. Moving on. 6. Lack of respect. Respect is the foundation of any healthy relationship, and its absence can cause significant emotional and psychological harm. When a lack of respect becomes a pattern, it's essential to recognize the signs and consider distancing yourself from that person. To protect your well-being, disrespect often manifests through disdainful comments, public or private humiliations, and words meant to belittle you. This corrosive behavior undermines your self-esteem and confidence. Respectful relationships involve valuing each other's opinions and feelings. If the person constantly ignores or minimizes what you think and feel, it demonstrates a lack of consideration and respect. Personal boundaries are crucial for maintaining mutual respect. When someone frequently invades your physical, emotional, or psychological boundaries, it shows a disregard for your needs and comfort. Respect also involves empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. If the person never demonstrates empathy and seems indifferent to your difficulties and emotions, it's a clear sign of disrespect. Trust and respect go hand in hand. Constantly breaking promises, lying, or betraying your trust signifies a profound lack of respect. Repeatedly broken trust erodes the relationship's foundation, making it unstable and harmful. Passive-aggressive behaviors such as ignoring, giving sarcastic responses, or making veiled criticisms are subtle but damaging forms of disrespect that create tension and discomfort. Cutting off contact with someone who consistently shows a lack of respect is a necessary step to protect your emotional and psychological health. Philosopher Immanuel Kant said, "Act that your principle of action might safely be made a law for the whole world." This highlights the importance of mutual respect as a universal principle. Once again, psychologist John Gottman's research, 1994, shows that contempt is one of the most significant predictors of relationship breakdown. Disrespect breeds contempt, and when it becomes habitual, it's almost impossible to salvage the relationship. Prioritize relationships where respect, support, and consideration are mutual, creating a positive and growth-oriented environment. Distancing yourself from disrespectful relationships is an act of self-worth and care for your well-being. 7. Mutual growth. Mutual growth is a vital component of any healthy relationship. When both individuals encourage and support each other's personal and professional development, the relationship flourishes. However, the absence of mutual growth can lead to stagnation and even harm. In a healthy relationship, both parties should show genuine interest in each other's goals and aspirations. If the person you're with devalues or shows no interest in your goals, it's a sign that mutual growth is not happening. A relationship that becomes too comfortable and hinders personal development can be detrimental in the long term. Mutual growth requires emotional investment from both sides. If you constantly find yourself giving more than you receive, and the other person is not equally invested in the relationship, it indicates an imbalance. Open and honest communication is essential for growth. If the person avoids deep conversations or discussing feelings and needs, it hinders both personal and collective development. Healthy relationships involve individuals who are committed to self-improvement. If the other person shows no interest in their own personal development and doesn't strive to improve or learn, it can drag you into the same inertia. Additionally, if they criticize or discourage your attempts to grow, it undermines your self-esteem and progress. Philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." Relationships that lack mutual growth often lack a shared why, making it difficult to endure the how of life's challenges together. Supporting each other's growth ensures that both individuals thrive and the relationship remains dynamic and fulfilling. Psychological research by Carol Dweck, 2006, on growth mindset emphasizes the importance of surrounding yourself with individuals who support and encourage your development. By fostering mutual growth, you create a positive environment that promotes both personal and relational success. Recognizing the absence of mutual growth and making necessary changes is essential for your long-term well-being and happiness. 8. Recognizing misaligned values. Last, but not the least and most important one, is values. Imagine you are a gardener, tending to a lush garden. Each plant represents a relationship in your life. Some flourish and bring beauty, while others may wither, no longer contributing positively. One clear sign that it's time to reassess a relationship is when your values no longer align with those of the other person. Values are the core beliefs and principles that guide our actions and decisions. When you and another person have conflicting values, disagreements on essential matters such as ethics, morality, and life goals become inevitable. These conflicts can be exhausting and detrimental to your mental and emotional well-being. Constant arguments about fundamental issues can drain your energy, leaving you feeling undervalued and disrespected. Relationships thrive on mutual respect, and when that respect is absent due to misaligned values, the relationship can turn toxic. Your dreams and aspirations deserve recognition and support, not criticism or dismissal. In relationships where values clash, your reaction might need to be a decisive step towards self-preservation. By acknowledging the differences and choosing to distance yourself, you protect your peace of mind and create space for relationships that nurture and respect your core beliefs. Studies have shown that value alignment significantly impacts relationship satisfaction. Campbell, 2002. Therefore, recognizing misaligned values is not only a step towards personal growth, but also a path to fostering healthier and more supportive connections in your life. Now we suggest to you our video on why girls prefer older and mature men, or feel free to click the other one that YouTube suggested.